Could I, as a trans person, date another trans person? Well, the answer is... I've talked plenty of times on this channel if it's transphobic not to want to date a trans person. But as you all know, it's not transphobic not to date a trans person. You can date whoever you want to date. Transsexual people are different, and especially physically, so if you're not into that, it makes perfect sense, to me at least. So today I'm going to react to people being asked if they want to date a trans person.
Would you date a trans woman?
No.
Why not?
I like chicks without.
What if they had a procedure and they had a...
No.
What if they never told you but you found out 3 years later?
I'd have nightmares.
Of course, are you kidding me? That would be extremely inappropriate to sleep with someone and not tell them that you have a surgical vagina. When I hear the question, well, what if she got bottom surgery? What if she has a vagina? Like, it doesn't matter that she was born a male or that she's the exact same as a biological female. It's kind of offensive to me to assume that a straight man will be automatically attracted to a surgical vagina on a still biological male. There are many things that trans women cannot change just because they get a bunch of surgeries. They cannot change their height, and a bunch of other things. You get the point. And if we're not talking about a one-night stand, I understand, completely understand, if a straight man doesn't want to be with a trans woman. Because she cannot get pregnant. She cannot give birth to his child.
Would you date a trans person?
Ooh, dude. No, I don't think so. And I think it's kind of, I don't know if the egotistical is the right word, but kind of selfish to think that you're somehow transphobic for saying no.
Oh my god, it's absolutely narcissistic to refuse to understand that some people don't want to date you and sleep with you. He didn't go into depth why he doesn't want to date a trans person, but you know what? He doesn't need to.
You date a trans guy?
I choose not to answer that because I know I will get torn apart on the internet for that, so I will not answer that question, sorry.
What about you?
I can't answer that question.
So like I ask you guys if you guys would date a skinny guy and you said no.
I said no.
What's the difference between somebody who's trans?
Okay, so I feel that like if we do give our honest opinions, people would get mad about our preferences.
Wow, so these girls didn't hesitate, saying, we couldn't date skinny guys. I'm just assuming it's because they're skinny themselves, which is ironic because they did hesitate, saying, we couldn't date trans guys. Biologically, they're women just like us. It's so sad that these women can't just say, I'm not into vagina, I'm not into trans guys. If you truly respect and support trans people, you should treat us as if we were equals. That means no special treatment. That means that you have to be equally as honest when talking about us.
You know?
Yeah, they have no, there's no that could enter me. Thank you. I don't do plastic.
What? Okay.
Exactly. I'm guessing that she's talking about the eggplant, since they removed the sound completely, but I get it.
Personality matters the most, right? Okay, so like, would you date a trans guy?
You see, I never thought about that. That's the thing. I never thought about it.
Because it's never really been presented to me as a
But I mean, because personality matters, right?
You cannot be attracted to someone's personality. When we talk about sexual orientation, we're not talking about personality. You can't really be sexually attracted to someone's personality. I have a feeling that people are going to go off in the comments down below. Feel free to do so. But you can't really be sexually attracted to someone's brain or someone's perception of themselves.
A trans person?
No.
Honestly? Think about it for a second.
No.
Hey bro, would you ever date a black person? No. Well, hold on, just think about it for a second. Like, you know, no, I would never date a black person. Like, there is not a single black person that you'd ever want to date. Yes, I could definitively say that there is not a single black person on the entire planet whom I would not want to date. Literally the same logic.
No, it's not. You really thought you did something here, but you're just wrong. Black women are still women just because they happen to be black. I don't know what you think of black women, but they're women. Oh my, I can't stand when these people are trying to compare trans women to black women, like black women are a different type of woman. But overall, there are some who don't want to date black people. There are some who don't want to date white people. Attraction is attraction, and you cannot help who you're attracted to. Just because you're not attracted to a certain person doesn't mean that you hate the person or people like them. It means if you're a man, your eggplant can't get hard if you have to be intimate with that person. It's sex, it's not that deep.
Why is it okay to say things like this to trans people, but it's not okay to say it towards black people or Asian people or disabled people or just any other kind of marginalized group?
Stop saying we're marginalized, you're embarrassing yourself. I think it's okay to date whoever you want to date. I think it is okay to say, I'm not attracted to white people, I'm not attracted to black people. Why is that a problem, and what does that have anything to do with you? The good thing is, you will always find a person who's attracted to all these groups of people you just said.
Like, obviously, I'm not sitting here and saying you gotta suck dick to not be transphobic. Oh, but there used to be a man, so it's get... Bro, shut the f*** up. There used to be children, what, are you a pedo? Is it the chromosomes that turn you on? Get f***, cunt.
Wow, you seem like a lovely person. Maybe this is projection and you need to get laid. It's not about being attracted to chromosomes. This is gonna be tough for you to hear, but sometimes you can tell that a trans woman used to be a man, and some people are not attracted to that. And that's actually okay, so mind your own business.
I recently went on a date with a guy that I met a while back, and he was not okay with the fact that I was trans back then, so we just parted ways, and recently he asked me to go on a date and just hear him out. We actually had a really fun time, and I kind of like retract all that I said in the past. I'll admit I was a little bit delusional in the past with my Thor hammer jaw, calling everyone transphobic. I think at the end of the day, everything is a preference. It's a free country, and if the idea of me being a boy on the outside before all this, you can't move on with things, then, you know, I'm not gonna hold it against you. Your feelings are valid.
It's great to hear that she changed her mind. It is delusional to think that someone can be attracted to your mind, to your perception of yourself, your gender identity, whatever that means. And to me, it kind of makes sense that he tried to date you in the past when you didn't pass as much as a woman yet. He said, I like you, but physically there's some things I'm not attracted to yet. And then you transition and look even more female, and then he's like, let's go on a new date. That is completely fine, of course it is.
Couple of questions to ask yourself if you're saying that you have a genital preference. Firstly, are you talking about a preference, which means I like one more than the other, or are you talking about a deal breaker, which means I will only have one and never the other?
I'm just gonna stop right here because thank you. Like, we don't agree at all on anything, basically. But I do appreciate that you're one of the few people clarifying what a preference actually means. I really dislike the term genital preference because it's not a preference. What sex you're attracted to, what set of genitals you're attracted to. That's innate.
Secondly, have you ever actually been with a trans person with the genitalia you say that you don't like? The experience is much different than being with a cis person with those same genitalia.
Yes and no. You will have a different experience with the trans woman because you look at her and you think, woman. You look down there and yes, there's an eggplant. But it's not the same as being with a man, a regular man, and you're like, that's a man, and that's an eggplant. But if you're a straight man and you don't want to be near an eggplant sexually, it doesn't matter how beautiful the trans woman is. It doesn't matter if she looks like a woman. That eggplant is a no-go. And it's important to respect that. It's not about liking genitals, as this person said. It's about attraction. And the last time I checked, you cannot help who you're attracted to or what you're attracted to.
Thirdly, if you're attracted to the person, I promise you, it's not going to make a difference what's going on down there. You're going to have a fun time regardless.
This is giving me pro-RAPE vibes, and I'm not here for it. Even if we talk about the people who are actually sexually attracted to transsexuals, don't say that our genitals are irrelevant, and don't say that we're exactly the same as non-trans people. Socially, I want to be perceived as a regular man, but sexually, I don't mind being seen as different, because that is what I am when I'm naked. To answer the question, could I as a trans person date another trans person? The answer is no. I agree with the black woman I reacted to in the beginning. I really need the eggplant to be in the picture. That is my sexuality, that is what I'm attracted to, and it's essential if I want to date someone or sleep with someone. You need that organic eggplant. I'm not gonna lie, there are plenty of very handsome trans men out there. But if we talk about sexual attraction, it means you imagine being with someone sexually. I just can't be sexually attracted to a trans guy. They have to be a biological man. I mean, I am a bigot, so it makes sense, right? Would you date a trans person? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you for watching this video. If you want to see more content like this, remember to hit subscribe and the notification bell. If you want, you can support me with a small donation under Super Thanks. It helps me out so much. So thank you on beforehand. You can become a member of this channel where I make exclusive content, so if you want to join us, there's a link down below. Follow me on social media, and I'll see you all in my next video. Peace out.